Moscow moves, Tehran listens, and the whole world pays attention. In a quiet room in Moscow, two foreign ministers sat across the table. No cameras flashing widely, no shouting headlines. But make no mistakes here, this meeting matters because when Russia and Iran talks, the global chessboard shifts. Who met and why now? That's the big question the world is asking. So Russia's foreign minister Sergei Lavrov, he met Iran's top diplomat Hossein Amir-Arakchi. The timing? Not accidental, of course. The Middle East is boiling. Ukraine remains a battlefield. Western sanctions are tightening and global alliances, they are hardening. This was a meeting about survival, leverage, power. But there's a bigger agenda here. Let me tell you very simply. First, regional security. Russia and Iran, they are both deeply involved in Syria, West Asia, Red Sea tensions, Israel-Hamas fallout. Both the countries fear just one thing: US and Western influence expanding further. So the focus was very clear. How do we protect our interests without open war? Second, sanctions, the common enemy. Both Moscow and Tehran are under heavy Western sanctions. So they talk about that. They talked about bypassing financial restrictions, using local currencies, strengthening non-Western trade routes, reducing reliance on the dollar. Now, this is not just economics. It is a direct challenge to Western pressure tactics. And third, energy, the power lever here. Oil, gas and pipeline. Russia and Iran together hold some of the world's largest energy reserves. Their discussion reportedly covered coordinating oil policy, energy exports to Asia, shared intelligence projects. Well, long-term supply deals outside Western markets. Energy isn't fuel here, it is influence. And fourth, Ukraine, the unspoken elephant in the room. Iran has been repeatedly accused by the West of supporting Russia indirectly in the Ukraine war. While both deny military alignment, the coordination is undeniable here. In fact, the message from Moscow: Russia is not isolated, Russia still has partners, and Iran is one of them. Now, for Tehran, it's a signal: you are not alone. But you know why this meeting is making so many headlines? Because this is not diplomacy for peace alone. It is an alignment, and that too against US pressure, against US sanctions, against Western isolation, against diplomatic cornering. Lavrov and Arakchi weren't just exchanging views here. They were locking positions. And what does Putin want? Well, President Vladimir Putin, he wants stable partners, predictable allies, and a united front against Western dominance. Now, Iran here, it fits perfectly into that picture. And Iran wants legitimacy, protection, leverage. This meeting delivered all three, and that too symbolically. You know, this is not just about Russia and Iran. Yes, this is about something bigger, something more. Basically, a changing world order, shifting power eastwards, alliances forming quietly, and pressure being unanswered with coordination. No dramatic announcement, no joint declaration, but sometimes silence, it speaks louder than any statement. In the end, when Lavrov and Iran's foreign minister meet in Moscow, well, they are not planning headlines, right? They are planning positioning. And in today's fractured world, that could shape what comes next. From Ukraine to Gaza, from oil markets to diplomacy, this wasn't just a meeting, it was a clear signal.